a lot of my friends, myself included, the things that we're motivated by a lot of times when you're young, you're focused on money, prestige, getting the next resume sticker, being as famous as you can, having as much influence. Um, are those things worth prioritizing, putting them first?
Let's be realistic. There are good reasons for young people to be concerned about their futures, materially and socially and so forth. So it is not wrong to care about getting ahead, getting a good job, making a good income,
striving,
having social status, especially for those who come from humbler backgrounds. That's fine, because those things do matter. My point is they do matter, but not all that much. At the end of the day, they don't ultimately matter. The things that ultimately matter are things that are more than merely instrumentally valuable, that are desirable for their own sakes. The inherent, intrinsic aspects of our well-being and fulfillment as human beings: faith, family, friendship, knowledge, beauty, integrity, decency, honor, those things. So obviously the things that ultimately matter, that really matter, should be given priority throughout our lives over the things that matter, but not all that much. And yet when we're 16, 17, 18, 23, 26, we're making our way in the world. So we're worried about our CV, our resume, right? It's great if you can say AB, Princeton, summa cum laude, Harvard Law School, Supreme Court clerkship,
right.
cravat swinging,
right,
and more. But this is a point that my friend David Brooks makes. He says, those are the CV virtues, but what we need to make sure we never lose sight of, even while we're building that CV, are what he calls the tombstone virtues.
The eulogy virtues.
On your tombstone, it's not going to say Princeton, summa cum laude, Supreme Court clerk, cravat swinging, and more. It's going to say faithful husband, loving father, loyal friend.
Right.
Because those are the things that really matter.
Right.
The things that ultimately matter.
Yeah, the things we just talked about, those things won't fill you.
Right. Yeah.
I had this crazy
or fulfill you.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But you think they do. Like, and I remember this so distinctly when I was a soccer player growing up. I really wanted to win a national championship. And I was like 15. I worked so hard with my club. I was Professor George. I didn't eat sugar for 2 years. Like, I just grinding, training. We finally won the national championship, and I'd put all of this effort and energy. And I think looking back, that's the thing I was chasing. I think there was a part of me that was like, once I get that, then I'll be satisfied and happy. And I remember so distinctly the next day after we won the championship, I'm walking on the beach with my dad, and I just looked at him and I said, I don't feel any different.
Yeah.
And he was just like, it was that moment where I was like, all the stuff you just mentioned, like, we have that in our head of like, I got to go get that. Now I got to go to Oxford. Now I got to go to Harvard Business School. Now I got to go to Wall Street. And it's like, it's not going to.
The other day, my daughter, who, like you, is a Princeton grad, she's teaching right now out at Stanford University, and she and her husband have a little girl who's, I think maybe just about to turn two in a month or two. Anyway, so my daughter Rachel sent my wife and me a little video of our little granddaughter, and she was showing our little granddaughter some pictures of things, and the little girl, who's just learning her words, would say what they were. So the mother would show a picture of a duck, and she would go, duck, quack, quack, and then a truck, and she'd say, truck, vroom, beep, beep. I would have given all my degrees, my honorary degrees, my presidential medal. I would have given anything in order to have that. That's much more important to me. Just that one moment was more important to me than
more filling than all that stuff.
Exactly right.
So how do we reframe that drive to go get those things into its proper order? How do we harness that desire of like to go get those things, put them into their proper proportion?
Yeah, it's what Plato, through Socrates, teaches us about the ordering of the soul.
Hmm.
So in the disordered soul, appetite is on top, desire is in control. And reason is reduced to a merely instrumental role. It's getting the things you want. Reason is a means, not an end. It's a means to getting what your desires fulfilled, right? In the properly ordered soul, things are reversed. So, reason is in the driver's seat.
Hmm.
And desire isn't eliminated, not considered bad. As in some traditions it is, or it's something like that. Like, I studied Theravada Buddhism, which I have a great respect for. I had the pleasure, honor of studying with a great master, the Jalkun Rajavaramuni, when I was in college. And although I have great respect for the tradition, I disagree with the tradition's emphasis on trying to just eliminate desire altogether. The concept of anatta, the not self.
Say that again. Anatta.
Anatta, Anata, is the transliteration.
It's a Buddhist concept.
It's a Buddhist concept, especially strong in the Theravada, Southeast Asian, Thailand, for example, tradition. The master under whom I studied, the Jalkun Rajavaramuni, was the abbot of the Theravada Buddha monastery in Chiang Mai, Thailand. I studied with him when he was here in the United States. And he stressed to us the importance of eliminating all desire, that this is what the spiritual life is, eliminating all passion. And in fact, there was a young lady in the course. She was very excited about studying with the Jalkun, and but she was definitely a Westerner and a Western liberal, and so she had kind of Hollywood image of what Buddhism is. I think.
I think I probably do too. Honestly,
movie actors,
right.
Like movie actors, kind of Buddhism. And so at one point, when he was preaching the importance of anatta, of the elimination of the self, of desire, passion, she said, "Now, Jalkun, when you say eliminate passion, you mean eliminate bad passion, right? You don't mean eliminate good passions, like passion for justice, like Martin Luther King." And he says, "Oh, no, all passion.
Wow.
Eliminate all passion."
Wow.
Yeah. Or the more extreme forms of
like Stoicism.
Stoicism,
right?
yeah,
Right.
which seem to want to eliminate desire. So my understanding, like Plato's, is not that we should eliminate desire. It's harness it under the power of reason so that we desire what is good, desire what is true, desire what is right. It's ordering our desires toward the things that are desirable, not just as means to other ends, but ultimately for their own sakes. And that's the project of a lifetime. That's really what the examined life is all about. It's that project of constructing a character in which you want what's good because it's good. You want what's just because it's just. You want what's true because it's true. You want what's right, what's virtuous because it's right, because it's virtuous.
Right. If you liked that video, you're gonna love the full episode. If you weren't sure if you liked that video, you'll still probably like the full episode. Check it out. Where are we gonna put the link? Do I need to do like one of these things?